All right, folks, it is Tuesday and somebody is turning up, and that somebody would be the SEC in the next phase of Operation Choke Point, launching their lawsuit against Coinbase today. Off the news that we got yesterday that they're going after Binance as well. So they're going after the largest crypto exchange in the world in Binance, and then the leading exchange here in the United States, Coinbase. Someone who's actually been trying to work with the regulators and do the right thing since the very beginning. But nonetheless, Gary Gensler also wanted to remind us that I think it's the 89th birthday of the SEC. So I guess we should be turning up on a Tuesday with the SEC and good guy Gary Gensler as he continues and launches the next phase of Operation Choke Point. Now, us here in the XRP community, we are doing just fine, enjoying the show. We knew this was coming, and we have secured our bags, and we're just, sitting back and watching the regulatory uncertainty spread throughout the rest of the space. And we tried to warn them. We tried to say, this is coming back to you guys. Ripple was one of the most legitimate, transparent actors in the space, and the SEC has held them up for 2 years, $200 million, isn't stopping Ripple from acquiring a company, Maytaco, for $250 million, and that's institutional grade custody. And then I have to remind everybody, too, that Ripple just acquired a large stake in Bitstamp, another one of the leading exchanges, actually the second largest exchange for XRP as well. So we're off to a start here this week, folks, but I wanted to make a point. This confirms everything that we have been saying about XRP. The fact that it was the most threatening asset, the most threatening company to the incumbents, to the existing financial system. So why 2 years later is the SEC going after Binance and Coinbase after they've been assaulting and going after Ripple for selling unregistered securities for 2 years? A company that was trying to do things the legitimate way, trying to be transparent, and didn't conduct an ICO. And you guys know the rest of the story. Now, the XRP army has exposed this corruption. We're about to get the him in emails, about to get the summary judgment ruling from Judge Torres. And it's all looking up for the XRP community as we have tremendous amount of utility that is coming to the XRP ledger with new amendments, hooks, and it's just the future for us is so bright. But the rest of the space, we tried to warn them. And what has been confirmed here by these most recent actions is our speculation that XRP and Ripple really was set out to put a dent in the universe, settle transactions for all 7 billion, 8 billion people on planet Earth behind the scenes on a wholesale level. That was the goal. That's what Ripple set out to do. The lawsuit stalled them in the United States, and some of the partnerships have not gone as far and not have grown as much as they could have with this lawsuit. The damages are absolutely massive. And I should throw out there that the valuation committee has approved of the valuation white paper that's going to be coming out tomorrow from the confidential committee, Jimmy Valley. I'm going to be getting Jimmy back on the show so we can talk about that. And we will be breaking down that valuation paper. I've had a chance to take a quick look at it, but we'll be doing the full breakdown on that side point. But the damages are massive. It's not about a 50K buyback. Get your game up. Talk to lawyers about protecting your assets is what every professional business person and investor does. So let's not play games. It's not BS. It's not about a 50K buyback. It's about protecting the new world reserve currency, which this lawsuit confirms for me what we've been speculating, why we went all in like degenerates. Not financial advice, but I'm just coming clean. Everybody knows that that's what I did. I invested all in on XRP for years. And I've since diversified some, caught up with precious metals. If you need precious metals, you can get those at my website, zachrector.com. But with that being said, guys, the fact that 2 years later, the SEC now goes after Binance and Coinbase shows that they had to go after the biggest threat first, which was Ripple. That's why 2 years ago, they launched the attack on Ripple XRP, even though that they knew their case was so weak. They knew it was corrupt what they were doing with the Ethereum free pass and all that. They absolutely knew it was corrupt. But they also knew that their case was weak. But they had to do it because we know who cuts their checks. They had to protect the incumbents, and the existing financial system is threatened most by Ripple XRP. So this news this week confirms everything that we've invested in. Our main thesis has been proven correct, and we just haven't seen it reflected in the price action yet, and we haven't completely won this case yet. So am I counting my hens before they hatch? Maybe, but this is going to happen in a blink of an eye, and many people are going to get left behind. So I don't think that, the XRP community, our energy is infectious right now. Don't let these Twitter talking heads and the haters get to you. I know they've been in my comments lately too, just talking nonsense and trying to bring us down for being excited that we're about to be the first ones through the gate. We're about to be set free. We have a massive amount of utility coming to this thing. And it also is ready to function as a neutral bridge currency. It's funny, I was listening to a Twitter space today. Sometimes I pop into these spaces and see what the word is. And folks are talking about how we're not going to get rid of the US dollar. We're not going to replace that reserve currency status. And what's needed is a neutral reserve bridge currency. Right. Okay. So this is what we've been talking about. And there already is one that's existing that's called gold. Okay. There's a neutral bridge currency that's been existing for 2,000 years and it's called gold. Okay. And now, how do you tokenize gold, the reserve currency for the last 2,000 years? You use DLT technology. Use a ledger that's efficient, scalable, low transaction fees, doesn't have any downtime. The XRP ledger would be a good choice. Okay, now, so what we're about to see is the tokenization of everything. We understand that. But how do we go back to leveling the playing field? How do we go back to setting things straight? Is the US dollar going to go away? No, I don't think that it does. I think that we're always going to have something that's going to be known as USD, whether that's a US Treasury note, whether that's a reset currency in 1,000 different forms. But it is inevitable that we have to reset this currency, restructure the debt. It is unsustainable. This country is broke. Countries around the world are dropping our dollar. So it doesn't matter what we think, what program we want to invest in, what country we want to send money to. What we are doing is selling out our children's future by completely allowing this agenda to go full force for the next year and a half. No debt ceiling limit. Biden and gang getting to get set free here for the next year and a half with no limit on the debt ceiling, rolling out and continuing an agenda that destroys America, the middle class, wiped out. And this is something we warned about, and we're just trying to keep people tapped in. I try to show you guys what I'm doing on a daily basis, whether that's stacking precious metals, stacking digital currencies, whether that's running my business or preparing to move on real estate, because all of these asset classes are important, but we understand how they reset the system is XRP, is gold. And if you guys have another answer, if you guys have another solution, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to take a look at it. It is clear that the world needs a unified ledger, a decentralized, permissionless, trustless ledger that is ready to actually scale and handle 7.5 billion people, and an internet of value that's going to tokenize every form of data in the world, every physical, not necessarily every physical item, but much of the physical world gets tokenized and put into this digital realm represented through digital tokens. And it's going to be absolutely massive. And XRP is going to play a pivotal role. Gold has always played a role. And so I want to remind everyone, when we talk about the de-dollarization process, does the dollar go away? Does it mean that China is going to get the new world reserve currency? Does it mean that Russia is going to get the new world reserve? Does it mean the BRICS countries are going to get the new world reserve currency? I'll tell you right now, gold is a reserve currency. It's a neutral bridge currency, and XRP is as well. Right now, not speculation on the future. No, right now, as it stands today, XRP is a neutral bridge currency that I actually define as a reserve currency, how it's positioned on my balance sheet. I don't know how you identify your XRP, but I'm not selling most of my XRP ever. So that's something that I would identify as a reserve currency on my balance sheet. And I was going to make one more point too. I was thinking about this, talking about voting with your money. So important, but what people need to understand and take this to another level is, we're not just voting with our money by, what companies we support. We're voting by what currencies we actually use. So it is up to us to change and and to accept a new reality. So for me, I'm starting to stack my silver. I have my precious metals, and then I've stacked the hell out of this new world reserve digital currency in the form of XRP. I have a few other cryptos as well. I'm not diversified into dozens upon dozens of cryptos. I only hold a few, and that's because we've been running with the same thesis that Brad Garlinghouse told us years ago. 99% of cryptos go away. We watch the money. Where's the money going? More gold has been bought by the central banks in 55 years, and we're seeing that the vaults are getting drained in the silver commodity as well. Okay, so this is a massive setup. It is all happening right before us. It's finally coming together. It's a beautiful thing to see. I know the XRP community is getting tired, a little wore out, but just remember that our time is coming here soon. We have the truth on our side. Nothing can stop what is coming. And if you want to get tapped in with me, my community, we're having the next Discord meetup here in less than 2 weeks. You're going to head to my website, zachrector.com. You sign up for Patreon, get access to Discord group. And also, you might want to get in this week because we're going to be having an updated real estate call with my good friend Johnny. Really looking forward to that, as I'm sitting with a bunch of cash on the sidelines right now so that I can move in and buy my family a property. During the greatest transfer of wealth in world history, we're taking advantage in every single asset class: precious metals, cryptocurrency, our businesses, and real estate. We are getting it done. And we're doing so with a purpose, a spiritual connection to a higher meaning and a purpose that can carry us through this chaos, carry us through the distractions. And getting together with like-minded individuals that are on the same path, same mission, is an absolute game changer. So get tapped in with our group over at my website, zachrector.com. I appreciate all of you guys. Make sure we smash that thumbs up on the way out, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you all.